In this tutorial, we will learn how to select, move, resize, and rotate objects in the Amadine app. Move and selection tools are used to move or modify any shapes, paths, or text that you create. Both tools can be found on the top of the Tools panel. We'll start with the Move tool by selecting it or by tapping V on the keyboard. The next step is to select the items on the canvas which we want to modify. Click once if you want to select a single shape or path. Hold the Shift key and click on several items if you want to make a multiple selection. Several selected shapes can be moved simultaneously, but if you want to deselect any of them, click on it again holding the Shift key. If you want to deselect all items, simply click on the empty space of the canvas or choose Select Deselect All in the Program menu. The objects can also be selected by dragging the selection frame over them. The blue box, which appears once we select one or more objects, is called the bound box. If you hover the cursor over its handles, you will see how it changes. And now by moving the handles, you will resize the original shape or the group of selected shapes. Hold the Shift key if you want them to be resized proportionately. If you need to rotate the selection, hover the cursor near any of the handles but outside the bound box. As soon as it changes to a double arrow sign, click and move the cursor to rotate the item clockwise or counterclockwise. The purpose of the selection tool, which we activate by selecting it in the Tools panel or by tapping A on the keyboard, is slightly different. It is used to select anchor points that form a shape. Once we click on any shape or path, we will see all points and line segments that form it. To modify a shape, you can drag one of the points. You can also move multiple points at the same time. You can select several points in the same way as we used earlier with objects. Click on one point after another, holding the Shift key. Another way is to select points with the selection frame. Note that once you selected any shape or points, you may always move them using the arrow keys on the keyboard. Now here's a useful tip. While you're working with other tools, you may need to switch temporarily to the Move or Selection tool. To do this, press and hold the Command key on the keyboard. Adjust the position of an object or point. Then release Command to use the previous tool again. The Command key activates either the Move or Selection tool, depending on which of them was used most recently. Well, that's it for working with the selections.